here in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the London Bulldogs. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First and 10. Fields. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll rifle this from deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Second and 9 now. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That second down play nets a -4. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. He'll drop to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So the big play gets him across
so far every person
midfield
that
now
I've
for
played
first and 10.
man heads, they all just run outside runs.
You don't want it. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Stick guy. Check stick guy. Bang, bang, bang,
Jesus
bang,
Christ. Like,
bang,
how hard is it to fucking pass them?
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That's all it is.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. You're out. Check 1, 3. Ready.
Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the edge.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20, 10, and touchdown. Chris Carson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point splits the uprights, so all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7.
Andrew, how are you just struggling so bad?
This will be taken in at the 1.
Your division is trash.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
No, I'm talking about Mom.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to.
He's got a man complete. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Fields. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. There goes a deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, 30, 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tony Pollard, an 80-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead.
Nice.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it spins away. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory. But that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done. But I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Yes.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Back to throw. Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Check 50. Check.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
You pump.
2nd and 1. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Mike 51.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick up.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Kansas City.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Chiefs 7.
On 1st down, Fields. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Fields. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Go, go, go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He got 29 yards that time. Operating from the gun. Fields looking end zone, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Second and 3. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. N'Keal Harry with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
I know. Oh, I know. No.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle.
Yeah, there's some people, like, well, I know in Madden heads, I was asking for, like, 3rd-string players, and they're like,
when this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
I'm like, bro, you don't even use the motherfucker.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. About 3 yards there to the 27.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a
the Bulldogs thinks he's probably hot shit right now.
Here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, keep it up.
But I'm not even, like, trying.
Here's a 2nd and 7. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14.
I'm just trying to get my development upgrade.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Back to throw. Fields. This is the tight end Fant. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and put the down marker back to run.
Nikhil, hold on to the fucking ball.
Down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw again, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. 23 yards the pickup there. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Throwing on first down, Fields. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play.
Waiting for the fucking Titans to message me back.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. It's our field.
Larry Ogunjobi.
Slam, slam, slam.
Are you gonna fucking hike the ball or what?
They'll set up a throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Fields being chased out left. He'll run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Having back-to-back 200-yard games.
On 1st down, Fields. Catch is made by Harry. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the gun, Fields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Coverage that time by Deontay Thompson. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. The final shot before break. Fields. And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas City. N'Keal Harry in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Pollard, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Squeeze, get in there. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it. Kill. Hey, turn it. Go.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 28-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
51, Mike 51. Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. 50 up, boy, 51.
2nd and long. That's caught by Waller out left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Ready.
Out of the gun now on third down. And it's caught. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As they have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Off the play fake. Fields. They'll buy some time right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And an alley to run. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Come on, set. 90. Wolf. Let's get off. Dog off. Get off the field, D. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Got it. Mike 51. Mike 51. Wow. Move. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. All day, baby. All day. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Looking to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 18. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
They already moved it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. They'll come out in the pistol. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Back to throw. Fields. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Fields. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Fields. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And he's going to go down again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Close, I was just really forcing the ball if I could so I could get him his development.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken,
that's
and
not
it didn't
what we
land. Nice play by them on defense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I am the Bills.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Check.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat them to the corner and then turn upfield with a lot of yardage to run.
He'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
I think so.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Go! Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the truck. Yeah. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is Johnson. He's got it. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, touchdown. A big play there. 95 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 45 yards on the ground. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Depending on the Ohio State players. Not
the throw on 2nd down. Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Goddamn, Jay's hitting it like crazy. He's like, what do you want for Grady Jarrett? What do you want for?
And you have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And they give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I may or may not have forgotten.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set.
We're just trying to stay in front of a Teray at this point, Andrew. We're both 7-2 in the division, but I've won a game against him.